Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it's almost Halloween.
Almost, it's right around the corner. It's right there.
Yes, everything is around the corner now. It's like
the holidays, right? Because it's one after another.
It
you
is.
The Halloween,
yeah.
then you get Thanksgiving, and then Christmas,
I know.
and then New Year's.
I'm ready
then,
for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm ready for Thanksgiving because I get I'll have Thursday off for Thanksgiving, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm like, oh my god, who's not ready for that? Yeah, and I don't plan on doing a lot. Like normally, I do a lot when I have days off because I try to catch up on everything.
Right.
I think I'm just gonna I'm not gonna do a lot. All right, we got folks hopping on. Good morning.
How y'all doing?
It is. What is it? Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday. It's like the 7th or the 8th or the 9th or the 10th. It's one of those days.
It's one of those days. He probably knows better than I do.
Please.
Like the days fly. The days fly. We're gonna introduce this gentleman here in just a second. Let's get some folks on.
Good morning.
Let's get the little fingers tapping on those hearts. Let's get you guys woke up this morning. So, guys, I got a lot of cool stuff going on. I'm really, really excited. And I got a lot of cool guests. I have such a wide variety of people that do a wide variety of things.
Yeah.
It's really, really neat. Everything from people who are running for different seats in city council, the mayor. No, seriously. Scott. And then, it's Scott. Yes,
Scott's
Scott.
Awesome.
Scott is, oh my gosh, we're going to have to tag him. He is a cool guy.
Yeah, he is.
He's a cool guy, and his daughter and I are really good friends. So I've known Scott for, oh my gosh, like 6 years.
Has it been
or as long as he's been here, as long as they've been here.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
pretty
that
much, I think. I knew
him from the farmer's market.
He's so involved. I know he is a cool dude. So shout out to Scott.
Yeah, man. I hope you get in there, brother.
Yeah, but it's cool because I have such a wide variety of people that do small businesses too, and do a wide variety of those. Before we tell exactly what he does, I love his. It was just
right. It's like interrupting to say, "Hey, you're done with your update."
That was crazy. Like I got scared. Did you see my face? I had like a little.
We got to go back and freeze frame that and use it for something.
I was
like, you were like, "Oh!"
I literally almost died. I had a small death threat there. Like that was scary. I was just like, "Don't have a heart attack." Umberto's gonna be like, "Really, really?" Yes. I literally felt like that there for a second. I was like, no, like, we don't need that. That's so cool. How are y'all doing at home? It is, time to be thankful. Thanksgiving's coming up. The holidays are coming up. And there's a lot of things going on. One thing that I want to do is a food drive pretty soon.
Oh, those are cool.
I want to do a food drive and even a pets Christmas, where elderly people can get stuff for their pets. But enough about me. You're on this show. I'm just like,
no, that's all good stuff.
I got distracted
because it's part of the community. It's one of the reasons why I do a small business, and it's because for me, community is really where it's at. It's about family, and then outside my doors into my neighborhood, and then into my city. Because I'm not from here either. I've been here like 6 years, and so to me, I just see a city with like all this potential, and so when you go into the community in any level, whether we're talking food drives, we're talking that holiday season. I used to, my wife, I'm divorced now, right? So my wife, we have 3 kids under 5. We would get WIC.
Yeah.
And we get so much stuff.
A big help.
Right? But it was so much stuff and it was some stuff that I wouldn't feed my kids, like milk, for instance.
The powdered milk and stuff like that.
So I would go get it anyway, and then I would take it to the food bank.
That's fantastic.
Just because it's like, here, take it. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to go. Yes, exactly.
There will.
They're
like
going
even
to give
elderly
it to somebody.
People too. And I'll talk about that real quick because we're talking about the holidays and stuff. Guys, when I grew up, I lived off commodities. You probably, you and I are about the same age. Commodity cheese.
Yeah, man. White box, black label.
Cool. It's cool because I've kind of lived both lives.
Right.
To where I could go have caviar and oysters, and I could also have, commodity cheese. And powdered milk and those type of things. So
most of us have at some point. And it's fortunate if we did, because we get to appreciate it. It's kind of like people that worked in food service, or they waited tables, or they had to work for tips. Those people who had to work for tips are usually so much more giving to the other individuals who are now working for them for tips.
Yeah.
And so it's something that the experiences. I worked at a nonprofit for a long time, and one of the reasons why I was picked by that nonprofit to come and work with them was because by the time I was 30, I had 70 jobs.
Wow.
I know, right? Because I would work sometimes 2 or 3 jobs at a time. And when I hit what I considered to be the
not
ceiling,
all at one time. I was like, you sound
by
like
the time I was
girl.
30. No, listen, seriously. So I started working when I was like 15. Well, actually, my first job was when I was 12, throwing papers, right?
Yeah.
But by the time I started working full time at 15, from then till 30, that 15-year period of time.
Oh yeah, no, I get you.
I had 70 jobs.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I worked some 2 or 3 at a time. I worked some for 2 or 3 months, 4 months. And I worked there until I hit what I perceived to be my ceiling. Like, okay, you're not really prepared to take me any further, and I don't know what else I can learn while I'm here. So when that non-for-profit, when I met the guy who ran it, he saw that. He saw an individual who saw things from so many different angles that the average person doesn't see them from. I've had thousands of people under me. I've had hundreds of people that I've worked for as managers and supervisors. I've been a supervisor or a trainer or an assistant manager or a manager at like 30 of those 70 jobs. So I worked my butt off to get to the top of where they would let me. And once I realized, okay, this is it.
Then you get bored too.
Yeah, well, it's just like, I'm maxed out. That's all I got to do. So I go.
Yeah.
So those experiences, and that's what I think some people, we just need that. We need experiences in our lives. And that's what I try to do, is pass on the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of those experiences and help people see that they can guide and direct into other experiences for themselves.
Speaking of experiences, though, and that is cool because you do the art walk, you do events, you get to meet different people, and you do your own thing. That is cool. So you became an entrepreneur. And so I'm going to let you guys in on a secret. I love his products.
Yeah.
I love his products. So tell me a little bit about what you're doing now with your own thing. This is awesome.
This is with the Umberto oils. What it is it's the pure oils they use to make the fragrances. And so it's basically what the wealthy wear. It's what our ancestors wore back in the day. We didn't wear alcohol. It's cologne. It's the pure oil. It's actually called parfum. And so if you go and you buy whatever name brand that you buy, you're getting about 14%, 17% or less, if it's a body spray, of pure oil, and the rest is all alcohol, water, and synthetics. I just give you the pure oil.
And it smells so good.
Right,
too.
and it lasts forever.
Stronger,
it lasts forever.
Like it's a little stronger.
It
lasts a lot longer. Yeah. And I love it. I love it. And you can just roll it on, and it's real. It's oil, so pure. It makes your skin soft. Too.
Right. And then I went, because I'm health conscious and holistic about all the things that are just better for us in general. I started going deeper into the natural things that our body need that we don't really get, because we live in this fast food environment and processed food environment. And so I started to find different oils that could help the body. Like when you met me back in the spring, I was still about almost 300 pounds. I was like, in January 1st, I was 325.
Wow.
And my blood pressure was 180 over 120, right? And I was 0.0 whatever 1 away from diabetes, right?
Oh, God.
And so that's where I was at, because my relationship was falling apart. And so there was a lot going on in my home life where I wasn't really dedicated to these things that I knew about. I was still trying to like save my marriage, and I was stressed out, and I wasn't eating well, and I was a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
And so anyway, so I got, when the separation took place in January, I was able to focus. I had to. I'm still angry, still sad, all this other stuff. But I started to focus more on the purity of what I've learned.
Yeah.
And so now, instead of being 325, I'm down to 260.
Wow,
right?
that's a
so
big...
I've lost 65 pounds in 9-10 months, right? So in 9 months.
I need to be like that.
Yeah.
I need to lose 50.
Right. And And then my blood pressure went from 180 over 120 to 120 over 80. So I dropped 60 points off my blood pressure.
Wow, right? Y'all hit the heart. Yeah. That's not easy to do.
And it's all because of I've committed myself to what I've learned about what I'm eating, what I'm putting on my body, what I'm putting in my body, and what I do with my time. Like, that's why I got the skateboard. I'm 265. I'm 45 years old, and I'm on a skateboard. I've been on it for 2 weeks now.
Okay? And the last time we talked before that, you were having back problems. So this is
listen. I'm in pain. I'm in pain. Don't get me wrong. I fell down the other day. I wiped out hard. Look, this is.
Yeah, he's got a big boo-boo.
Yeah, this was swollen like here because I hit concrete here, and I hit the grass with my body. So my back.
But you got this. You won't be funny.
Just keep moving. I'm just keep trying.
It's probably been a while since you skateboarded.
I never skateboarded. It's not like I'm 20. It's not like I was a skateboarder at 20 and I'm getting back on the board. All I know is that, I asked the guy, what do I need to know?
Yeah.
I'm 6'2". I'm 260 pounds now. What do I need to know? I need a board that'll get me around the city so that, instead of having to walk or get...
It's faster. It's faster and it's funner.
And I like walking, but I've kind of plateaued.
Yeah.
With walk over here, walk over there, walk over here. I want a little more exercise. I want to strengthen my lower body.
Change it up.
Right. And so the winter time's coming. But anyway, so I got on the skateboard. I wiped out a few times. And it's not easy to see how much pain I'm in because I've been in pain for so long.
You just kind of pursue it.
It's like, I'm just like, it stops here now mentally. And then there's times where it gets worse. Like I got the adrenaline running right now.
Yeah.
But I'll go home and I'll sit down and I'll be like,
I know. Don't trust me. Are y'all the same?
Yeah.
Like, literally, are y'all the same? Like, we have a lot in common.
Yeah.
Because I'll go all day long, and then at the end of the day, I'm just like dead.
Yeah.
Like, I literally can't even move.
But
anymore.
that's where these oils come in, right?
Okay.
Because I have mixtures of oils that help with pain relief too. So I'll rub it on the knees. I'll rub it on my lower back. And after I come out the shower, after like a borax bath. Have you ever done? I learned about borax, Epsom salt, and like baking soda.
I knew that.
Yeah. Well, borax, which is basically it's classified as a laundry booster, and there's a lot of these things that our ancestors used that they've taken out of those classifications because of how effective they are, and they don't really want us to know about it. Right? So borax, you can Family Dollar, Walmart, whatever. It's in an old school box. It's probably something your grandmother, great-grandmother had on it back in the day. And you just take about half a cup of that to a cup of that, and you throw it in there with another half a cup to a cup of Epsom salt and like some non-aluminum baking soda. And you throw all that in your bath, and you just soak in that. With the oils, I put some eucalyptus, rosemary, and black seed oil.
So borax, I'm gonna have to Google borax.
Yeah, borax, and you're gonna come across. It's one of those things like distilled water, right? They tell us distilled water is not good for us, but distilled water is one of those things that when we put it into our body, it takes toxins out. So it's really like this.
But you have to do it in small amounts.
No, I distill my own water. I don't drink tap water. I have a water distiller in my house. I fill it up with tap water. I distill it. About 4 hours later, I get a gallon of water. And when I open it up, it's toxic inside. I'm serious. There's corrosion all on the inside. You can smell the chemical that's in the water that I just took out of it. So then I rinse that out. Yeah, I rinse that out and I do it again. Now, sometimes I'll get lazy and I'll just put gallon after gallon after gallon. When I've done like 3 gallons in a row, oh my God, I can't breathe when I take the lid off. Yeah. It's like, I'm not doing that again. I did it to see what would happen.
Yeah.
There's so much toxicity in the water that comes out of our taps.
Oh, I believe that. And so many drugs and stuff that get
I filter my bath water. I have a shower filter that I use, and I fill my bathtub up from the shower with the shower filter, and I even want to add more filtration to that because it's a small filter.
That's crazy.
It's just,
it's cool though.
All of this stuff that we can do that we really don't know can benefit us because we don't really think about it. People are in the bottled water, right? So you're out there, you're like, I drink bottled water. Well, water is a solvent. what that means is that whatever container you put it into, it's going to dissolve from that container. So when you put water in plastic bottles and then you sit it in a warehouse for a year, that water is full of plastic by the time
I've heard
you
that.
drink it.
I have heard that. Oh my God. I'm going to bring this a little closer so I can read the comments. First, that people are commenting and I'm like, I can't even read it. I don't know why. Let's try to pull the video up. I don't know if it's...
Yeah, it says for sure you cannot... Oh, I'm sorry. What are we trying to pull up?
You're okay.
Facebook?
Yeah,
right
I'm trying to get the video.
Oh, the feed?
Because like it's
She's trying
crazy.
to use my phone. I was on Facebook, and so... But it was really kind of... I got too negative because I was trying to argue with people to tell them stuff like this and other stuff because...
It happens.
I'm very... I'm open to learning things, but I've also been through so many different learning processes that I'm very firm in my belief systems.
Sorry, never mind.
I'm sorry.
We'll just read, good morning, Zachary. I can't read that far. I'm kind of blind. So I was like, I know people are commenting, and I mean, not to be funny or interrupt, because we're on a roll.
Yeah, I'm sorry, and I get that
every time we get together, though, it's fun, because we get on a roll. I wanted to chime in about all the, because I've done a lot. I've repoed cars.
Yeah.
I've ran a meat market. Like, I've done a lot, and I've had multiple jobs. Like, right now I have 3. At one time.
Right.
Like, it's crazy. But no, the oils, you smell great, by the way. You smell fantastic. And so he does these oils that are like really good.
Oh, and I'm going to give them away.
And they stay. Yes, and he did do a giveaway at our mixer, too.
I'm going to give even more away. Listen, if you want to do it today, last time we didn't really get a chance to do a giveaway. I have 4 bottles, and they're not with me, but you guys can reach out. We'll do whatever it is you do.
Yeah.
My phone number is the easiest way to get a hold of me. It's 210-848-3530. I'm
gonna have someone type that in. Okay, so repeat it slow.
210-848-3530. And I'm gonna give away $200 to one person, which is
of oils.
Right. $200 worth of oils, which will be 4. It'll be 4 half-ounce bottles. My half-ounce bottles go for $50. So you can get like 2 masculine fragrances, 2 feminine fragrances. I want to do that because I want you to be able to give them away. It's 210-848-3530. It's 848-3530. Thank you, Zachary. But it's 848. So I want to give away those 4 bottles, 2 masculine, 2 feminine, because you can actually mix. As a man, I'll put on some masculine and some feminine stuff just in different areas so that the ladies can be like, what is that?
It's not. Well, and it's cool because you can mix them.
You can, but I also want to be able to allow you to enjoy them and maybe give them to someone else. So if you're a guy, you pick up 2 masculine scents. I want to give you 2 for your lady, or 2 for your mom, or 1 for your sister, and give something for the holidays. So that's $200 worth. And then I'm going to give another 4 of the 1/4 ounce dram bottles, which are $30 bottles. So that's $120 worth. So that's $200 and then $120, and that's what I want to give away.
And they're awesome. And you've been doing this a long time now. And you were in the shop. I met you when you were in Downtown Bazaar.
Right.
And I mean, guys, he's at the art walks. He's selling it, and people love him. I love him, and I love how the oil I can smell it.
Yeah, thank you, Zachary.
Rub it on my wrist and stuff like that, and throughout the day you can still smell them. So if you'd like to win, I want you guys to tag and share. And get this video out there.
Right.
And then what we need to do is schedule another video to pull your winners.
Right, okay.
Is what we'll do. We'll do another morning show.
Okay.
And so it'll probably be towards the end of this month. I cannot believe, I'm so blessed. I'm going to talk about a few things I have coming up. But I'm so blessed. I have people like you that are just on the show and booking. And I've got... a wide variety of cool things to show off.
Yeah.
I've even got booked in Lawton the other day.
Okay.
So I'll be in Lawton on the 21st. I'll be doing a furniture store. If you know another business in Lawton that you think I should go live with, be sure to tag them and I can swoop them in that Saturday morning. Don't touch it because it makes it
go really well. Okay. It's good. Don't.
I have little notification. My phone does not stop, y'all. Literally.
Okay.
And it's crazy, too. It's so hard. I'm going to touch base on that real quick. It's so hard to keep in contact with people for me. Because, yesterday, I actually do today, example, I do my show from 7:30 to 8. Then I work 8:30 to 5:30. On my lunch, I have things I have to run and go do because I'm so busy.
Right.
And then after that, I'm working on my event. So I'm not really getting home till about 10 o'clock at night.
Right.
And then I picked up another gig. So, yeah, so it's crazy. So I have my full-time job. I have this, which is like a full-time job. I mean, it is a
because you fill in. It's full-time filling in.
Yeah,
wherever you
I mean,
have
I
time.
still probably work this about 40 hours a week, which no, maybe not, but I wish I could work it more.
Right.
And then I'm doing contract bartending. So, like, if someone needs a backup bartender.
That's cool.
Yes. So what I do is like I worked Friendship. Yeah, like so Friendship Festival or whatever that was in Burke. Yeah. That was crazy. I got to work with the Vintage Mobile Bar, and I went out and bartended there. I did a private wedding, and then this weekend we're doing a private birthday after my event. So I'm going to be on my feet from 6 o'clock in the morning getting ready for this event till midnight.
Wow.
So if guys, it's really hard. I'm looking at having a couple girls. I'm hoping Geneva comes back to work for me at some point. And then Sarai, may have her help me out.
You need an intern. I'm serious.
I know, he was telling me about that.
I was telling her, and she needs to go over there to MSU, and she needs to go talk to, you met me at, Zachary, what's happening, man? You need to go talk to MSU. You're a small business. You've got all this stuff going on. They got interns who volunteer their time, and they get credit to their degree.
If you know it, if you like, who I need to contact for that,
I would just go small business. Go to the small business center because that's all right there. You need marketing, social media. That's what you do already. So and then you also need the administrative side because you need somebody who can answer your calls. I got a buddy of mine.
Big part.
A buddy of mine in San Antonio did that. He's a comedian. Yeah. So what he did was he got somebody to answer his phones. And that's all they do is answer his phones, text, and schedule his event. So he'll get a notice. If somebody schedules an event, he'll get a notice like, hey, this event is available. Do you want it? Or if he's already listed that he wants it, she'll let him know, boom, he's got it. So she reminds him and keeps him on top of his calendar of events as well as his communications privately. And I
need that.
She doesn't cost him anything.
You keep telling me. I'm going to go do this. I need to do it. Seriously.
Intern.
And so I'm excited this weekend. Mm-hmm. And if you look at the Facebook post, there's 900 people interested in going to the downtown.
Wow.
Yes. I'm going to be working. Now, I want the vendors to know the downstairs layout and the sidewalk. It's hard for me to fit because there's already vendors in there too.
Right.
And it's not like a clean open canvas where you just line people. I mean, everything I do is different. I can't do normal. Like normal is not for me. Okay. So and there's a second floor, but there is an elevator. So if you're a vendor, you can just take your stuff up in the elevator. Yes, it's one more step.
Yeah.
But technically, you're going up the elevator with your stuff. So. So it's going to be interesting, but it's a great potential for the community to put that downtown in that location.
Yeah, the downtown bazaar, right?
Yes, the bazaar. So
what is it? You're doing your Halloween thing this weekend on the 14th, right?
Yes.
That's big. That's really big.
That is going to be a cool thing. There's going to be ice cream trucks, Luna's Ice Cream. We've got Taqueria Los Alacranes, Maya's. The Mayan truck.
Yeah.
We've got some 3D printing. We've got crochet items. We've got Spanish items. We've got, you name it. There's clothes. There's shoes in there. There's furniture.
Stuff from Colombia. Lily's from Colombia. The stuff she brings is awesome.
Bingo, music, food, tons of. The one lady makes little pancake type things.
Oh yeah, those little. Well, they're not tostadas or whatever. But
I don't know, but
they're
really good. A lot of different vendors inside of there, and boutiques. There's I think I've got a boutique that's coming in
too. They get clothing. And
Hidden Daisies is.
I can only imagine what it's going to look like under that with the Halloween type of an ambiance.
I know. And
I'm going to go visit. I can't set up. I don't have the time that day to actually set up. But I'm going to go visit it because I just want to see it.
Yes.
So I'm going to come down and I get to be a tourist.
Exactly. So one thing I'm going to add, because I'll be dressed up, I'm wearing a Halloween costume. I need someone to sew the straps on the costume,
Lily.
though. Yeah. Yes. Lily. Yes. Lily does it.
Lily, man.
Well, I need to take that to her tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Y'all, I got to do that. But I'm so glad you mentioned that. Because, I saw her sewing in there the other day. I forget.
She handling her business,
there's
man.
a seamstress right here downtown inside of there. So we've got that going on. The Vintage Mobile Bar will be there. I mean, it's going to be bounce houses. I mean, it's going to be crazy.
It's going to be a lot.
And there's about an interest of 900 people on this. So if you're wanting to do something, now they won't all be there like that.
Right.
But there is a lot of people interested in going. So, support local, get this out there because really want to make it a whole day event. Yeah. And that, even if 50 people go.
Because it's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
So you can come in the daytime with your kids, or you can come in the evening with your lady and your spouse, your friend, your significant other. So, you can come.
Or if you're just by yourself.
Just hanging out like single dad.
Hey, Dad, I want to look around.
I'm thinking about starting a nonprofit that's based on helping fathers who are dealing with being that single father, whether they're the full-time parent or not. Because that's where I'm at right now in my life. This is the second time I've had to do this. I've got 2 kids in college. So my first marriage ended in a divorce after 8 years. And now this was my second marriage. It's ended in a divorce after 6 years. And so now I have 3 kids under 5. And I'm sitting here like, what is available to help me? As a dad. So I'm thinking I'm really giving some consideration to starting a nonprofit.
Introduce you so that maybe you could partner up with them or they could give you some advice. If you go down, it's off of... Does anyone know where I'm talking about? I know the guy's name. It's on the tip of my tongue, but there is a program for young dads.
Yeah.
There is one.
There is one already.
There is one here in town, but nobody ever talks about it.
Yeah. See,
nobody ever talks about it.
Because we're not supposed to need help.
But, right.
You're the dad. You better just pull your bootstraps up.
Exactly. That is sad. That is sad. Now, I can't read all the comments that I know.
Just good morning from Andrea. Good morning to you. And Zachary. Yeah, Zachary again. Yeah. He was at the art walk as well. And thank you.
So, guys, be sure to comment. We're going to check the time real quick. Rick usually tells me my time on here.
What do we got?
Where are we at? All right.
We got 3 minutes.
I know we got 3 minutes. I sound
so
good at feeling it.
You can feel it, right?
It does. So we're doing a giveaway. Be sure to tag and share. Let's get this out there. The
I want to give these
coming
bottles
out.
away.
And I want you to order. So the phone number, you can connect with him. He can send you pictures and stuff like that because he's not on Facebook all the time.
I try. Honestly, it's been like 6 months.
Him back over to... But, he does watch my YouTube, and I forget to tell people that I have YouTube as well. If you're not a Facebooker all the time, you can just go over and find these videos on YouTube. If you miss his phone number and you want to, it'll be on there in a week or so, though. I have someone else that puts a video on there. That I do. Yes.
Yeah, the 210-848-3530, 210-848-3530.
And where's the next place you'll be so they can come meet you in person?
Actually, I set up on my patio now on Saturdays and Sundays outside my apartment, which I don't think I'm supposed to be able
don't
to
say
do.
Where you're out there.
I'm not going to, but if you happen to see me or if you hit me up, I'll tell you. Yeah, because my apartment, the office is closed on Saturdays and Sundays. So I'm not gonna. Right. I'm not gonna say where.
If you go to follower and you manage his apartment, this man is just trying to make it. Oh my God! I feel like.
But if you hit me up, and then I can either meet you. No, I can. I can meet you. I get around. I'm retired basically. This is kind of what I do now.
Yeah.
I was retired to be a stay-at-home dad, and I would do this in my my fun time. And now this is kind of all I do. Yeah, and it's like, I just have fun and meet people. That's why I like to give stuff away because this stuff is so good. It's like once you've tried it.
Oh, I'm hooked. That's why I'm like, I believe in it. We're doing a whole other video. I mean, it's really good. The oils that he does smell amazing. They make your skin soft. Yeah. They last.
And they're awesome. Healthier. I make my own deodorant now. We had told you about it before.
And you smell okay. You smell great.
And so because the deodorants that we use from the all that stuff, there's so many things that just aren't really good for us, and we don't think about.
Oh, there's aluminum in deodorant.
And that's your mental health at an older age. When you get into that, right? When you get into that, what do they call it?
Alzheimer's.
Right. They link that to the aluminum. But again, so the aluminum in your deodorant, aluminum cans, aluminum pans and skillets that you're cooking in at home or in restaurants. Restaurants are famous for aluminum cookware. So there's so many things we don't think about,
and
right?
You know, my uncle told me that about my grandmother having Alzheimer's and stuff.
Yeah. So selenium is actually something that'll help pull those metals out of your body, which you can get from Brazil nuts, or you can just take selenium. Eat about 5 Brazil nuts a day, and then they're kind of hard to find sometimes.
I know.
Right?
Yeah,
or you just go to
Abner's,
go to those places, Abner's, and get selenium, about 100 milligrams or a 200 milligram pill. You take.
And you might even be able to find it at Abner's.
Yeah, you can. That's what I said.
Yeah,
Abner's,
yeah.
and get the selenium. Selenium helps pull all those metals that you come across out of our body.
Because literally, since I started taking, there's a beetroot stuff that I'm taking. Like, I feel a lot better. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So literally, natural stuff, guys.
Got to.
Dang it,
gotta go.
Thanks, share, support local.
I make sea moss too.
Oh.
And do your research on sea moss and find out why that's good for you.
Perfect. Check him out. And thank you, Diane. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Talk to y'all later. Stay tuned. I got a lot of events. Smooches.